you'd think in a game where Spurs lose a final, like I should be effing and blinding, angry, this, and the third. I'm the opposite, man. I really liked what we did today, man. When I looked at the lineup, I was a bit concerned because I looked at the midfield. I didn't see enough creativity in there. I was interested in him playing the back three. I was intrigued, more like I didn't know how it would work in this system. It was interesting. No Destiny. He was part of the squad, but obviously he didn't make the cut because of the injury. And then obviously Solanke not fit enough to start, so Richarlison had to start. I could have started, but I'll be honest. It was a really good performance, man. I think to a man, the starting 11 today, they went toe to toe with PSG, and no one can tell me otherwise, man. Like, that's the best team in Europe right now, and I get it. Chelsea made a mockery with them a couple of weeks back, but Chelsea are Chelsea. Chelsea have more tools in their locker than Tottenham do. Yeah, bear in mind this is a Tottenham night. Played this fixture today without our best playmaker, with our second best playmaker injured, right? With our best striker on paper half fit. Do you get what I'm saying? With our starting left back injured. And yes, I know PSG, they've just come back from holiday, and it showed in certain parts of the game, but their quality showed at the end as well, man. I felt, if I start with the players, I thought the players today were fantastic, man. I thought the centre-backs were on job. Romero, brilliant. Obviously, he scored a goal today. Good header. Goalkeeper really should be saving it, to be honest, but we'll take it. Mickey van der Ven, I thought it's fantastic. Scored a nice follow-up to Kalini's shot as well. Danso, I thought he did pretty well, man. And let's be honest, he had a tough opponent in the first half. I thought Barcola, alongside Dembele, was probably their best performer today before he went off. And the 1v1 situations, Barcola, he can do that to most players. And Danso stood up to the test relatively well, even in the moments where he got beat. It was a good performance overall from the team. Midfield, yep, in fact, back on getting fence. Jed Spence. Jed flipping Spence. There's a reason why Tottenham are signing this guy on a new contract. He deserves it. He's worked his socks off. And this is a guy who was counted out time and time again. The Conte brought in, didn't play him. Yeah? Didn't play him. Ange came in, first season, sent him on loan. Was it loan? I think he put sent him on loan. Yeah, sent him on loan. Came back in the summer, impressed in pre-season, and still didn't get the look in for the first couple of weeks as a regular starter. But well, listen, he bided his time, made an impact when he came into the team last season. And today, man, look, we still need another left-sided defender, and I'll get onto the signings later on, but Jed Spence, hold your head up high. Bro, Kvaratskhelia is one of the best wingers in world football, and he had him in hell. He locked him up. Jed Spence penitentiary, he literally locked him up. And that's not the first top winger that Jed Spence has locked up, and it won't be the last top winger that Jed Spence locks up, because that's what he does. He locks players up. He's fantastic today. Midfield, brilliant. Bentancur, brilliant. I'm very critical of Bentancur, not because he's a bad player, but because he's a jack of all trades, last year's man. And I think sometimes he's a bit up and down in his performance today, but he was brilliant today. Paulinho, rock solid today. Like, that's a man who barely has played any football in 2025. He didn't look it today. He was fantastic. But for me, the star of the show in the midfield is Pat Matasar. And to be honest, he's probably been one of the stars in Frank's first couple of games as a Spurs manager. He was one of our best players in pre-season. He looks so fit, so hungry, and today he was everywhere. He won the ball high up the pitch. He won the ball in his own half, pressing him well. On the ball, he was tidy, didn't really give it away. Made a couple big interceptions. Like, he was everywhere today. And you know what, Sarr, he's been one of the first names in the team sheet for Frank, and I can understand why. Because he is literally mashing more. On and off the ball, the guy's there. When he's winning the ball high up the pitch, in pre-season he was scoring goals. Today he's winning the ball high up on the pitch. He's winning good fouls. Just was everywhere today. In the first half, me and my friends, like, we lost count of the amount of times we're saying, yep, Sarr again, Sarr again, Sarr again, Sarr again. It was brilliant, man. And then up top, my God, Kudus. You know, when I was talking about quality in my last video and saying Spurs need more like established quality, that's what I'm talking about. Now, Kudus isn't exactly like the 20-goal season player, but that is a quality footballer. Like, you get the ball to him in tight, congested areas, he's going to trap it, retain it, get you up the pitch. He created one of the chances in the game for Richarlison as well. He's just a brilliant footballer, isn't he? No matter where you give the ball to this guy, he'll hold off the pressure from the opposition. He will bring others into play, or he'll take it himself, twist up 2-3 man, and get the ball up the pitch. It's crazy. Like, of course, the end product, we want to see more in the end product. When you look at the money we paid, we want to see more end product from Kudus, absolutely. And I think we will see end product from Kudus. We have to. When you look at the poor season he had for West Ham last year, but bro, if this is what we have to look forward to, my God, he is a cut above the wide options we have, but a cut above. It's not even funny. If I compare him to Tell, Odebert, Johnson, even Kulusevski out wide, and I like Kulu, he's a good player, but bro, the levels with Kudus is crazy. It's crazy. When he's on job, like, bro, today, so strong, so tenacious off the ball, on the ball, quality with the dribbling, quality at retaining pressure. He's fantastic today. And then Richarlison, I'm not gonna lie, Richarlison, I was critical of Richarlison in the first half to a certain extent, but listen, Richarlison actually put in work, team. He put in work. He played the ball long to him. He's fending off Patro. He's spending off Marquinhos. He's winning aerial duels. He's getting the ball to feet, and he's combining well with players. It's frustrating when he's offside and whatnot, but like, generally, Richarlison, he did his thing today. It's crazy. Richarlison is someone who I actively want the club to sell, and he put the two players that I'm going to speak about later on in the substitutions to shame. He put them to shame, bro. So yeah, man, I'm looking at that team from top to bottom, and we did our thing today, man. And I think it's the subs that cured us. Yeah, get him, please, get him. This is crazy. I'm trying to record a first man direction. This guy's conked, man. But anyway, listen, it's been a long day, man. I don't blame anyone for sleeping, but yeah, man, PSG, like, that's what a quality team does. I felt we were the better side for large parts of that game, but like, they dug deep, and the quality of the bench really came and made the difference for them. Because I think Fabian Ruiz and Can coming on, like, it lifted their spirits. They got back into the game. 2 really good goals. The finish from Kang was fantastic, and then the football to sort of shift our block and then find space for Dembele to basically get that cross. Fantastic cross to Ramos, by the way. And it's 2-2. It's a shame. It's a shame that we've thrown it away. And I can understand people are running to say the word Spursy, oh, you're Spursy. Like, I get it. 2-goal lead, 83rd, 84th minute, and we lose out on penalties. But we've lost out on penalties to the best team in Europe, in a game where I'm sure most of you who don't support Spurs, and most of you who do support Spurs, had us losing. I wanted us to win this game, but I didn't really believe we were going to win this game. But I was in the lip. It was pandemonium when we were 2-0 up, and we deserved it. Nobody can say we didn't deserve it. Even Enrique came out and said Spurs deserve to win the game of football. Going toe-to-toe with the best team in world football, being defensively solid, capitalising in the long balls, capitalising in the set pieces, showing the ability to press high and win the ball high up the pitch, but then win the ball back deep and block shots, bodies on lines today. Like, it was brilliant, man. So there's a lot to look forward to, man. I do think there's disappointment though. Tell, Solanke, garbage performance. I like Tell. I've been arguing with my mates about Tell. I think he's a good prospect, but like, you can't really defend Tell tonight. But what I will say is this. In fact, let me talk about his performance. I thought he was awful, bro. Hold up play was janky. But what really disappointed me about Tell was the work off the ball. Man who had been playing from the start. Bentancur was busting a gut to try and press the ball at one point on the left-hand side, and Tell's just standing there watching. Come on, man. You're a fresh substitute. You look at Dembele today. Dembele played that game for 90 minutes. He did not stop running. That's Dembele. That's the guy who scored 30-something goals last year. He's not too big to run. So, for me with Tell, what really disappointed me wasn't even just the quality on the ball, which was lacking, but it was the work ethic off the ball. Man are dying to try and get this win, and you're literally just coasting. It's not good. You have to do better. Solanke, someone who's actually technically secured, right? Someone who is strong, who's meant to be faster than Richarlison. Come on, you can't hold up the ball against guys that are smaller than you. not winning the first ball, not winning the second ball, not giving us relief. What Kudus and Richarlison did so well in the first half, and even in the second half, is they gave us relief. We play the ball long, they keep it, they retain it, they turn it into a counter-attack. With Teo and Solanke, the ball just kept coming back. We had no rest back. And I do think Frank probably could have instructed the team to play higher up, put more players forward to try and win the first balls and the second balls, because we were far too deep. But in the end of the day, our subs, they came on, and unfortunately, they killed the game for Tottenham, whereas PSG subs, they came on, they won the game for PSG. Yes, I know it ended in penalty shootout, flip of a coin, you never know what could happen. Some awful penalties, mind you, but some good penalties, man. It's no shame to lose out on the penalties to PSG, but it's like, what could have been? However, Thomas Frank, we got a good coach on our hands, man. If this is what we have to look forward to, we have got a good coach on our hands. A guy who can mix it up, as I said, high press, low block, mid block, winning the ball back in our half, bodies on the line, organised defending. You didn't see guys being put in compromising positions today. When one guy was going for the 1v1 and he lost out on the drill, there was another guy ready to back him up. Organisation, that's what we want to see from a manager. Smart management. Give him the players. Daniel Levy, give him the players. That's what disappointing the most. This was our best chance to win a trophy, and we've had our best playmaker injured. Our second best playmaker has been injured since late April, early May, and we've only seen 2 signings that really go into the first 11, and Palhinha and Kudus. And look how well they performed today. Imagine if we had Savinha to come off the bench. Imagine if we had maybe an Eze to come off the bench. Imagine what that game would have been like for Tottenham. It would have been a completely different game state, but we don't have that luxury. And unfortunately for Frank, he brought on what he had to bring on. He had to take off Kudus because he was lagging. He had to take off Palhinha because he was lagging. So in the end of the day, he has to bring on Archie Gray, who's 19. He has to bring on Teo, who's 20. He has to bring on a half-fit Solanke, who, and all 3 players, they didn't perform anywhere near the standard that we needed. But listen, man, we move. Get some players in, give this manager the backing. You see what he's been able to do with what he's had to deal with. Imagine what he can do with better players at his disposal. Imagine what this squad could do with better players at his disposal, man. Anyway, people, I'm out, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Back to Venice we go. Peace.